I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't replace. It's not in the case of anybody. That's why I spend my life.
Happy holidays, everyone. Be sure to head over to our website at www.h4ht.com and shop your holiday Buy Ho 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 merch, which is a limited edition holiday collection. You can use code H4HT for free shipping on all items, including the bundles, or you can use holiday sale, a single holiday mug. You can get it in winter green or Christmas red. And we also have our t-shirts and sweaters you can order today. And just to let you know, if you catch me on live, you can use the code NOWLIVE for 20% off of all items. This collection won't be available for long as it is limited edition, so take advantage of the sales today. Happy holidays, everyone. Enjoy your holidays, and remember, bye ho ho the haters away. Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only.
For the Lord. I am living for the Lord. I am living for the Lord. Hallelujah. I feel him down in my spirit. You know, as I think about the goodness of Jesus and all that he has done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah. Thank God for saving me.
Heads up, y'all, this is going to be a very long video, but I want to talk about how Carlos King has seemingly used Nostradamus in an attempt to kick Mel off the show or isolate Mel off the show. I think we have seen him rage out recently in that interview that he did with Latrice and Dusty Dan Trash Can Stan before the interview started. I think we saw that in him because his plans and his plots did not work. It seems as though he was really relying on and banking on Nostradamus to kick Mel to the curb and for her to be the new face of Love and Marriage Huntsville. She recently announced that she has quit, and at the end of the day, I think it's out of disappointment for one, not being able to be the star of the show, her not getting the results that she wanted from the show, and also not getting paid. Realistically, she always said that OWN's pay or OWN network pay pennies. So instead of Carlos King being honest about the fact that he's too cheap for all of the scrutiny that these people receive, he is trying to throw it off on the fans.
Questions. I'm asking more questions. Anybody would. It's unrealistic to think somebody wouldn't. And I find it to be very weird as fuck. When the question, like, when you don't, like.
When you saw my interview with Melody, did you feel that she made it seem that you befriended her to get on the show?
I won't say that because she didn't say that. But I feel like there was a lot left up to interpretation.
Do you feel like that's been some of the miscommunication between you and her and some of the reasons why a lot of the fans may have an opinion about your friendship?
I think that's definitely a huge possibility, you know? So, yeah. And I feel, like I said in the scene, I feel like the people want us to have a problem.
He's used everybody on the cast in order to try to achieve this goal by kicking Melody to the curb, in my opinion. But in this video, we're solely going to focus on, well, not solely, but majority going to focus on how he tried to do this with Nostradamus. Because I know a lot of you guys might be confused as to why Carlos King keeps jumping back and forth. He has played or been playing a very passive, aggressive, manipulative, dangerous game. And we can see that it has gotten worse ever since Mel did that TikTok live about toxic leadership. Last night, we saw him so passionately and aggressively speak on the topic of Nostradamus, and we've never seen him have that much aggression or anger, a bass in his voice in regards to anything pertaining to Melody, Revenge P, side chick, bullying, etc. And Mel has been getting bullied for many, many years. She's been getting bullied since the show started, actually. I think it's interesting how they continue to try to push this narrative as if people do not like Nostradamus because she doesn't like Melody. And it's been very clear. A lot of people don't really like the way Nostradamus came in on the show, faking it, knowing her mammy was talking about Melody on Facebook groups and seeking her out, knowing that she knew Martell's mistress way before she ever knew who Melody was. But one thing I want to clarify is the fact that Melody has never been in competition with Nostradamus in the way that she has been in competition with Melody. Melody has always had millions of dollars, so this is not her new to being a millionaire or being successful in business. So I don't understand why people have continued to throw that out there as far as Melody being jealous of Stormi because she's, you know, whatever, when Mel has made the amounts of money in business, just not in retail, right? So she's done those numbers in property preservation. Mel lived in a $1.5 million home or a $1.9 million home. I could be wrong on that number, but she's always lived in luxury, or not always, but it was always destined to be with or without the show. Melody Cherie's millions didn't come from the show. And truth be told, Nostradamus' millions came after the show. If we're being completely honest, they've expressed her story on the show. Like, granted, she hit $1 million in her business during COVID, lost it all due to scamming or her partners stealing from her, whatever the case may be. And she brought Cal in while she was filming Love and Marriage Huntsville. He brought her business up to making $1 million in a day, okay? And then she dropped him off like a bad habit. So like I've always said, it seems like she has a habit of using people until she can't use them anymore, or until they're no longer a benefit to her, which is probably why her and Dusty Dan get along so great. But that's enough of my rambling. I just wanted to post these clips together so you guys can see the clear campaign that Carlos and alliance that Carlos and the cast has against Melody. If you guys want to try to convince me that you don't see it, whatever, stand alone, but it's clear as day. They have clearly have an alliance. They have clearly come together in a pack in order to do this, and we can see it based on how he has continued to fluctuate and manipulate the audience with his words. In one breath, it's not all fans. In the next breath, it is fans. In one breath, it's not all millimeters. In the next breath, it is all millimeters. And one breath, you know, they're not talking about the millimeters. They're just talking about the people that do it. And one breath, they're all millimeters. In the next breath, it's only 10 people. It's so hard to keep up with when it's very clear that whatever plan that you guys sat down and came to fruition or tried to, you know, come together with, it didn't work. And we are just seeing the emotions fluctuate with him. So y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about all of this, because I think it's funny when you really sit down and you look at all of the interviews that he's done being fake, going up and down with how he feel about the fans. As you can clearly see, he don't stand on anything, like Dusty Dan tried to say in that interview last night, stand for something or you will fall for anything, considering he literally wants us to fall for anything.
I'm never going to respond to people hating on me. When people say, Carlos, focus on your own shows, Carlos this and that. My response, I'm not. I will focus on what I want to focus on.
This was the beginning of the season. Nostradamus trying to say that Mel is the reason why the production changed her dress.
Here come this ratchet ass bitch. Hall, why is you here?
Stormi quitting Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. Wait a second. You guys are mentioning all these men. I'm trying to be serious now, child. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But no, all jokes aside, before I bring in my guest, I want to address Stormi still quitting Love and Marriage Huntsville. It was a very sad day when Stormi informed myself and the producers that she no longer wanted to continue filming with Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I'm only talking about it because Stormi announced it on her Instagram Saturday, right after the episode aired. I'm still in shock that she quit. I speak to Stormi, and Stormi was on my my Reality with the King special that aired on OWN. We just hit the reunion. I was about to give away something, child. Never mind. Anyway, so look. I want to say this. When I created Love and Marriage Huntsville, I created the show because I felt like what was missing from reality TV at the time was a show where couples were on equal playing field in terms of starring on the show and showcasing Black excellence. And when I say Black excellence, that means different things for different people. For me, when I created the show, I wanted to show power couples in the state of Alabama. And when the show first came on, it became an instant hit. And when I say instant, it's rare for a season 1 show to have an audience build week to week. Love and Marriage Huntsville ratings increased week to week to week. And it shocked the network, it shocked me, it shocked the cast. We knew we had something great, but we were like, this audience is growing. And our lead-in at the time was Iyanla Fix My Life. And then one day we beat Iyanla in the ratings. And we were like, wait a second. Nobody beats Iyanla in the ratings. But we did when they had the Bachelorette party. Kimmy and Maurice did. And we beat Iyanla in the demo, right? That's when we all were like, this show is big. And the network immediately ordered episodes. And we have had, through God's blessings, the cast and crew working hard, we have been the #1 show on the Oprah Winfrey Network for 4 consecutive years. And that is an accomplishment, right? Courtesy of that, we have built this fan base when it comes to the show. I've worked on big shows before. I mean, a lot of you guys know me from Atlanta Housewives, right? So I know what it's like to come from a big show. As big as the Real Housewives of Atlanta was, I never experienced the amount of hatred from some of the people who watch the show when they watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. The beauty of Huntsville is the fact that you have an amazing core group of people who are brave and courageous enough to give themselves to the audience. They're not actors. They're not hiding behind a script, okay? They're not playing a character. Y'all know how we all hate Tariq on Power, and Tariq gets all this shade from the social media audience based on we hate Tariq. But the actor we all know is a great actor who made us fall in love with his character, that we sometimes take it too far by being mean to the character, right? That's what's happening to this show. Except these aren't actors. These are real people. These are real people who have decided to give themselves freely to an audience that they don't know. What they also signed up for is to be heralded and hated, to be praised and pushed aside, right? They understand that. I get negative comments on my page, and I'm not on the show. Give y'all my real life, right? But I understand that I'm the face of the production, and that as your fingers are tired leaving mean comments under my cast pages, you then decide to go to the creator of the show and say, well, let's also attack him. So I deal with that. And I'm not giving y'all none of my real life, okay? Because you don't get high off your own supply, okay? So I ain't giving y'all none of that. That's the reason why I'm protective of my cast. Tiffany Whitlow left the show because of some mean viewers. She said it out of her own mouth. She said after appearing on the show her first season, her first reunion, she said, I felt like jumping off the bridge, seeing how many people hated me. She said that out of her own mouth, okay? She was able to continue with the show for a couple of seasons and then finally said, I've had enough. And y'all know I go up for Tiffany Whitlow. I love Tiffany. I love everything about that woman. It was sad to see her go. I understood it, and we all made the decision that yes, if you can't bear what's been happening to you outside of the show, right? Then we respect your wishes. That has happened to Stormi Steele. Okay? Losing Stormi Steele from Love and Marriage Huntsville is a great loss to the show because Stormi brought something different that the show needed at the time she was presented. Stormi being on the show took nothing away from the original 6, and it took nothing away from Destiny. It took nothing away from the Fletchers. Stormi was just this vibrant CEO entrepreneur from Mississippi who moved to Huntsville and created an empire for herself, right? And that's what the show was about, Black excellence. And Stormi fit the bill. She started off as a friend up to the show to test the waters. And once Destiny and her got into it, honey, she was like, okay, child, let me be on the show full time. Because I like it, right? But she also liked the fact that she was able to promote her business too. And my entire cast, they do a wonderful job promoting their businesses. Stormi is a self-made multi-millionaire, okay, who has built an empire for herself, being a young Black girl from Mississippi. She's an inspiration to a lot of people, just like the original 6 is an inspiration to a lot of people, just like Destiny is an inspiration to a lot of people, just like the Fletchers, okay? You find somebody on this show that you inspire and aspire to be. And Stormi brought that to the show. To see her leave is a great loss because she fit the bill and she fit the mandate. She did not leave the show because of me, the network, the production, and she made that clear in the post that she made on Saturday. She left the show because she had to choose her business over the bullshit that some of you guys did to her. Y'all did it to Tiffany and she left, and y'all did it again to Stormi. And this has to stop. I don't stand for it. I have never stood for it. I have always addressed it. I don't like it. It's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to say, I don't like you, Stormi. I'm team this person this week. I'm on this person's side next week. All that is good. We all signed up for that, right? When I host reunions, y'all love me doing the first one. Then y'all say, he's getting paid by the Scott. Melody is his favorite. He fired Destiny. Now he's kissing Martell's ass. And y'all say the craziest things about me. I don't give a shit. Because I know I signed up for the gig, okay? What I do give a shit about is when you guys are constantly attacking my cast. When the cast attack each other, they know what it is. That's what they decide to do. They know what it is. Okay? And in most cases, they're able to forgive each other. Who would have thought Destiny and Stormi would be good friends? Based on their interaction. There were Team Stormi, Team Destiny. And look what happened. They're now close. Okay? That's what happens in the order of life. Some of you guys are not fans. I would never disrespect my audience by calling you mean MFers fans, because you're not. You are not good people. You're not good people to sit up here and contact places and cops because of your disdain for a person who is brave enough to entertain you on a Saturday night. So because you don't like what you're seeing, you want to go the extra mile. And before y'all sit up and say, but Carlos, you never want to address what other people do, I have a reunion. I am the host of a reunion, and I created this show. I don't have to address anything on Twitter. I don't address when people come for me, whether that's my cast or anybody related to them or any of the fans. I don't have to say anything to y'all. I don't owe y'all nothing. So instead of y'all deflecting the negativity that you spew, don't come on my doorstep, sweeping my foot, worrying about what I do to my cast. Okay? Because my cast knows exactly what time it is. They have my phone number, and if my cast ever had an issue with anything about Carlos King the First, they know who to dial. Okay? Be clear on that. And that's a fact. So don't worry about what happens with my production. Worry about how you use your fingers to disrespect people, to disrupt them. And off for what? So you can say, yeah, bro, I read him. Some of you guys are grandmothers, great-grandmothers. And I'm pretty sure you're going to raise your children to behave in this manner. Did you? I don't think so. Did you raise your children to call people and harass them? No. So why do you feel to do it at your big age? For what? So you can sit up and say like, yeah, girl, I got them together. But one thing I know for sure, you can fool people, you can fool the world, but you can't fool God. And karma is the one that's going to be knocking on your doorstep, haunting you. I don't have to respond to anybody, okay? God fights my battles because he could do a better job for it than I could ever. And that's what you guys should be allowing it to happen. If you feel some kind of way about somebody, cool. Let God handle them, if that's how you feel, okay? But some of you guys have this godlike superior attitude, and you think that you're doing something. And all you're doing, and I'm gonna leave it here, all that you're doing is welcoming that hatred back to you tenfold. So when you're sitting at home and you're concerned about the state of the life that you have, look back on the things you did to other people. Leave my cast alone. They are the most bravest human beings I know. And I mean that. They have experienced pain in their marriages and pain in their friendships. And the last thing they deserve is to experience pain from people who are watching the show as they're doing this for your entertainment. All right, I'm done. So,
I told my story many times. Like, I was suicidal in college. I wanted to kill myself. I was actually going to do it.
why?
I had spent spent so many years pursuing something that I was told I should be doing. You know, I went from high school and went to the military directly from high school. Like 9 days, I'm in basic training. And before I could even get out of basic training, my mom already had my college schedule made, like without even knowing like what my dreams were, what my goals were. And I didn't even know. So I automatically got thrust into that path of this is what you do. Like, this is what you're supposed to do. And here I am, spent all this time. I'm like 27. I'm like 23 credit hours away from graduating. I got a 3.7 GPA. And I'm like, I went to school to major in arts. I was getting a BFA in art, painting, and minoring in photography. I'm like, what am I going to do? Teach? And I didn't.
It seemed like a lot of the girls did not support the podcast. Now, Melody's thing, and I know for a fact it sold out. It was amazing, right? It was amazing. But why didn't they come? I mean, the new girl didn't come. Nell didn't come. Tisha didn't come. Kimmy didn't come. Why didn't they come to support Melody?
So, as we saw in the episode, Kimmy and... Okay, so in the first episode, remember Destiny and Tisha had the conversation about, are you going to the podcast? And they were saying they weren't going to go because of Melody's fan base. They feel like Melody's fan base are not nice to them. And then in this most recent episode, Kimmy said, the people who flock to you, they're mean to me. And if I was there, they would have been mean to me because they were mean to Sonny. And Mel said, well, based on the circumstances with Sonny, that's why, you know, the audience was activated. And obviously, it was my show. The audience at the podcast were lovely. It was filled with millimeters and raindrops. And I have to say to you, Heavenly, it was filled with beautiful people. We had a beautiful time. I stayed behind. I took pictures with the millimeters. I had a great time. So the thing is this, Stormi was even there. And Stormi, from my understanding, had no issues. So I am aware that there are some people, because I don't like to say everybody, because I feel like we all have fans. And what I don't do, I don't group the totality of the fan base with certain people who do stuff within that fan base, right? Everybody in the fan base has at least one, two, or more who do the most. So I'll say this, there are some people who do the most, right? But you can't blame the whole fan base for that, to me.
And my whole thing is like with the fan base, with the melody, usually the people are mean online. Like, I've had people say all kind of shit to me online, but in public, I've never had a problem. Ain't nobody never called me no bitch or nothing. In public, like, there go that bitch, you know, other than Sweet Tea Mama. You know what I'm saying? I've never had that happen. You understand what I'm saying? Like, to me, when I see people and I go out, they're always lovely. Now, I don't know what they saying online. I think they get them fake accounts or whatever and say whatever to you. But in person, the people are different. So, you know what I mean? I don't think it would have been a problem. That's what I want to say.
No,
there's nothing wrong.
So when Sweet Tea Mom called you the B word, what did you do?
I just look back like, who the fuck is that? Like, I didn't know who it was. But
Have you seen her since?
No. Of course not. No.
Is she banned from the set?
What you think? What would you have done? What do you think? But let's keep going. It's about medicine, okay? And I didn't even say we had a set. I never revealed if we had a set. So I wouldn't think it would be a warrant for harassing conversation.
So this is what's so interesting. Okay, so a fan went to Stormi's place of business to like record her, to stalk her, to harass her, pretty much, right? And this has been happening for a while. It's not just one time this person did this. This person has been doing this continuously, right? So finally, Stormi, because the woman this time opened up the door to the warehouse and went inside of her establishment. So imagine a fan going into your dental office to cuss you out. And this time she actually went inside of your office, right? Like your personal space. So that's when Stormi, rightfully so, lost it and started yelling and cussing her out. What was interesting about this charge, the charge is harassment and communications, which is interesting because Stormi was on her own property. This person was on her property entering, not Stormi doesn't have a store. This is her warehouse, Heavenly. So I can paint the picture for you. It's not open to the public.
So it's private.
She's trespassing. So the woman recorded it, and we know how this works. You can file charges on anything, child. You can file charges in any situation. So she filed charges that she was harassed.
It's too much. I've had that happen to me before. Somebody coming to my office, recording, you know what I'm saying, recording. And I'm like, what the hell? Thankfully, I wasn't there, or I might have paid a charge. But, you know, I try to keep it professional in my office. But this one lady, she came in with a recording, and it was on a Saturday. And then she recorded all down the hall, took pictures, and then she gave me a Google review saying that I wasn't open when my Google says I'm open 9 to 2. But it also says by appointment only. I'm not sitting in my office on those Saturdays. And usually, it's, you know, if I got an appointment, a person has already had, you know.
Dumb shit like that. Get your ass in your car, bitch! I'll beat your motherfucking ass. Don't ever play with me, bitch!
Look all police. Look all police.
Like, this shit crazy. Like, this shit ain't even normal. This shit is fucking weird. That's some stalker shit. Like, why would they do that?
Stormi, go inside.
I am gonna go inside. Remember, you know that shit weird as fuck.
I'm glad
Like, motherfuckers at work, and then you got motherfuckers coming, cause they done seen you on TV trying to come in your shit, recording this shit, being weird. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Yeah, her own ass. Nah, the bitch ain't got no teeth. Man, that shit just made me so fucking mad. I swear to God, y'all getting ridiculous. Man, fuck a TV show. For real. For real. Like, the bitch is over there, literally.
Well, I locked this door.
You locked the door?
Yeah.
And she's still in the fucking parking lot.
Okay, it's okay.
Like, why do that?
That's down there.
Like, why do that?
You have to let people be ignorant.
She's too old for that.
She is. But don't bring yourself down to her.
I can't do it because I'm so tired of fucking shit. These bitches talk about me online every fucking day.
I know.
And then you want to show up to my shit. All they fucking do is talk about me.
I know.
That's all they fucking do. They try to make something wrong with everything I do.
That's just jealousy. They're not out here doing it. You cannot allow them to. Period.
And she gone.
So Stormi and her dumb ass, ignorant ass team put out a statement, and this is how I know her level of professionalism and her level of education is just in hell. Because how in the world did you even think that this even made sense to even put out? Then on top of that, this turkey neck broad talking about vlogger. Aren't we co-workers? Didn't you say we were co-workers? You don't know that, you know, she was blogging. She's not a vlogger. Do you know what the difference is between a blogger and a vlogger? So Gobbleneck Sid, the Ice Age Monster, said, "Dear Canvas Beauty, we would like to remind the community and valued customers that our warehouse is not open to the public." Then this dumb broad said, "Today, a particular vlogger known to Canvas Beauty attempted to enter our warehouse location to film their experience for their YouTube channel." It says, "This vlogger has made numerous defamatory videos with false statements and trespassed multiple previous properties of Canvas to the extent where we have received warnings about this individual from multiple previous neighborhoods and landlords. While we as a founder and creator brand always support creators with all perspectives and freedom of speech, this type of behavior will not be tolerated, and police will be called on any trespassers, including those entering our private parking lot and or disturbing our neighboring companies." It also says, "As a family business, it is also paramount for us to protect our incredible staff and ensure their safety, especially in the warehouse environment. As always, you are welcome to shop our beauty products, blah, 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 blah." So Sid, the Ice Age Stormball Guttermouth Monster, basically made this very unprofessional statement. And at the end of the day, what was wrong? I don't even know what was the point of her saying today a particular vlogger. Like, it was just very condescending, rude, unnecessary, and I think she needs to just refrain from whatever. She needs PR, y'all. She needs PR. She needs somebody to get up in there and help her. And to the lady Marie that got into my comments, that was actually in the video, telling Stormi that the lady that Miss Black Titanic was ignorant, and y'all need to really be honest and stop lying to her and be honest about what it takes to be a business woman. For everybody that's saying that they would have reacted this way and they would have reacted that way, that's because y'all are where y'all are right now. Y'all do not have a warehouse that is distributing to CVS, Walmart, Sally's, TJ Maxx, and all of these other places. At the end of the day, that there is a way that you are supposed to behave, especially when it comes to dealing with these companies, or else you will be considered a liability. At the end of the day, whether this woman was on her parking lot or was in the parking lot and wasn't supposed to be there or not, there's a way you come out and you address this woman. And the way that she chose to do it was very unprofessional and telling of her professionalism. She gave this woman not one chance to state her business on her property, and she didn't even give her the chance to just leave without it even getting chaotic in that way. She could have simply opened the door and say, "Hi, Miss Black Titanic, I understand that you are a blogger. I don't want to be filmed. I don't like the content that you post, and I'm going to ask you to leave off my property, or else I'm going to have to call the police." My thing is, they didn't call the police because it has something to do with what is going on in that warehouse, but that's just my opinion. Also, I want to know how this is a private parking lot when there are other people that are renting out those buildings. So the parking lot, in my opinion, is not private, but this is something that she is saying to make herself look good. You can't trust a person like Stormi. She is unaccountable, and unaccountable people are big liabilities, in my opinion. And like I said, it'd be different had Miss Black Titanic pulled up and was extra rude and disrespectful, but she wasn't. It'd be also different if this woman pulled up to her dang on home. This is a place of business. This is public information. It's not like she's doxing the woman or anything like that. So for the dummies that keep saying, "Oh, that's doxing," y'all need to do better with y'all research. And just do better in general. But that's all I have to say. Y'all look at the video. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you are up to date each and every time that I upload, and you can be up to date with all of the latest Love and Marriage Huntsville drama. But before I even play the video, it's important to note that Miss Black Titanic never tried to open that lady door, and I want you guys to compare what Stormi said this lady tried to do versus what she did.
85 production. Now this is the last area where Stormi said she had her Camry Beauty. So let's walk down here. I got my photographer with me. We're going to see. She's supposed to be in suite number 5. Now when she's delivering packages, that's what's on her package. Suite number 5. Let's see. Now, this is Production Avenue. Look over there. Get the feel over there. As you can see, this is a rural area. We're in Madison, Alabama. So we're looking for Candace Beauty. What's that? Challenge and defense. We're looking for Candace. Yeah. That's challenge and defense. Come on, come on, Shay. Here I am. Yeah, we're looking for number 5. She said that Candace Beauty is in here. This look empty, you guys. Get a shot of number 5. I thought it was empty, y'all. I thought.
Hey, yo, what y'all doing here?
We're just looking for you guys. I'm part of the.
Y'all need to be recording over here. Nothing.
Okay, so you guys were on. You guys are
police.
You guys are
I'm
public.
gonna call police if you guys.
Y'all definitely gonna call the police. Y'all bitches weird as fuck.
Y'all
YouTube hoes weird as fuck. Weird as fuck.
Yeah, saying y'all shouldn't be coming out.
Ain't nobody no hoe. It ain't
All right, that's okay.
I'm gonna just call the police.
Call the police.
No.
We ain't did nothing against the law.
You can't be doing that.
We caught it right there. We walking down through the building. We walking down through the building.
Okay, let's go.
We gonna walk down through the building. Ain't nothing.
Let's go.
Bitch, you back.
That's okay.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Hey, we recording the whole building, man. What? Shit. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Y'all see Shay not having that.
Okay. Call the police. Call the po-po, ho. Call the po-po, ho. Hey, ain't nobody said we can't record no building. Yeah, that's none of your business. We just walking down recording the building. Taking the name. Y'all ain't got no name up on that building. Put a name up on the building. Then we won't record you. Put a name up there. Put a name up there. Put a name up there. Don't you worry about this. Don't worry about this.
Come on.
Shit. You can go put some new clothes on.
As you can say, they're upset. Well, they really are in there, you guys. This is Canvas Beauty.
Ain't no name on no building.
We're recording this one on it. Just as y'all can see, they cussed us out. We finally found Canvas Beauty Supply. All right, she's still
counting. Ain't nobody talking about what you saying.
Be quiet, girl.
Yeah.
We're recording.
Stop, man.
Hey, girl.
Hell. Yeah, you wouldn't even come out. Speaking of.
Yeah.
Huntsville. You know, Carlos is doing his live podcast. The first stop is here in Huntsville. Yeah. I mean, it should be fun, but he has Mel as a special guest. So he's been like, talking about the millimeters and the raindrops. I would not be in the building, especially not without the invitation. But I'm not trying to be around the millimeters at all because it's just a group of evil females. And they're middle-aged females that's very unhappy in life.
No, I think they're a little older than middle-aged. I have never seen such a toxic group of people. Exactly. I feel like it's a group of broken women. Yeah. The people that have critical thinking ability, they actually don't get on the internet and make those type of comments.
It's not about fans. It ain't about nobody but me and what I want to convey, put out, whatever.
Okay, so you're doing this purposefully to what? Hurt?
It's like she went low and I went lower.
Some people, they like Mel for a different reason. I do not care what those followers think. To me, they're just a group of deplorables.
Gotcha.
All right?
Right.
They're brainless, foolish people that follow someone that ignore all facts. He said that, I'm going to buy another shirt. Go buy her shirts.
Yes.
Spend all your money and all your kids' money making Mel a multi-billionaire. I don't care. Some people, some content creators are going to do a season-wide blackout of the show. A season-wide blackout. They're upset about something with the show, and they're doing a season-wide blackout. And I feel like in that moment I was kind of thinking, and I was with the Spirit of the Lord, but 3 words came to my mind. And those 3 words are batshit crazy. Like, these motherfuckers are batshit crazy. They're calling people to boycott a show? Like a reality TV show? Batshit crazy. And FYI, guys, some of the people, you don't understand how I feel. In particular about, like, millimeters. I don't give a fuck about them. I hate every one of them. Every motherfucking one of them, right? And here's the thing, like, if they don't support my business, right? I never want a fucking dime from them. I never want them to go to business. If I see them in here, I'll put them out, right? And if they're buying, if they can't get, I don't want them in black. I never want to see them. I never want to buy a shirt. I never want to buy anything from me. So I'm happy when they say, I'm not going to do this little verso. I'm like, thank you, shit. I hate, and if they tell everybody about it. I don't want anybody that's willing to listen to them motherfuckers to come here, right? And here's the beautiful thing, guys. I want you guys to understand something about God. He put you in positions where you literally don't need people, right? I think God has to do that. Unless these people are going to buy a fucking hotel, how you going to stop me moving? What are you going to do? But, oh my God, I just sit back listening, and I'm looking at them, reading, and I'm like, these motherfuckers are crazy. Like, they're literally out of their minds. They're boycotting television shows. They think they're the bloggers. They think bloggers are. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see them ratings and see how bad they're going to look, and they're going to be like, they have no power. None. People don't understand data analytics. When they think the show's ratings are down, that's probably because NFL and college football's on at the same goddamn time. But
about it, and I just want to address it, and it's just like, you know, we all have our fans, and we love our fans, and we want our fans to support us, and we love the fans of each cast member, but we also love the fans of just Love Marriage Huntsville in general, because you guys support us. We love that we are who we are because of our fans, so thank you guys for that. But we do have some fans that go above and beyond. I mean, from personal experience, I experienced a lot with the millimeters. And I'm just speaking my truth. Like, when you have someone coming to your home, taking pictures of your house, showing up at your businesses, coming to your construction sites, going to the city, reporting, calling the city, calling around Atlanta, trying to get the Black Business Expo stopped. It's just a lot of unnecessary stuff. So when I speak and I say something, it is because of the things that I have experienced with that particular group. And it may not be everybody, but the ones that's doing it, they're doing the most.
You felt bad for her. I know I did. That's what I'm saying. And speaking of that, what's so crazy is there was a whole scene, because when I told y'all, everywhere I sat, she was sitting right next to me on this trip. Like, God dang, every dinner. So anyway, after tonight, hopefully y'all will see it. I remember I was sitting at the table and she was just kept whispering to me, like, the guy who went to my house, the blogger that went to my house, was you okay with that? He going to my house and I was like, and he a melon. I said, girl, first of all, he's not a melon, nothing. And I was like, no, I wasn't okay with him going in, filming all your stuff. I said, I would send a picture, because he, you know, people been coming to stuff in Huntsville. I said, I would send a picture of him in front of your open house that was being had. But I didn't know. I said, and I heart everything just about to come through my DMs. I didn't know he was going to your house to record and show. I said, that was too much. I said, matter of fact, I tell you what, because Jay has done Destiny's makeup. So I'm bringing this up because Jay was just on here. I said, let's walk over here and call Jay real quick. This is on the trip in St. Thomas. Walk over. Jay didn't answer, I don't think, the first time, so I called him back. And I said, hey, I was like, hey, Jay, let me ask you a quick question. I said, what was my response whenever Destiny's house was filmed and in her closet and her baby's toys and all that? What was my response to that? He was like, oh, you did not like that at all. I said, oh, okay. Thank you. That's what I needed to know. So then I said to her the next morning when I went to check on everybody, I said, you trying to bring up a blogger to me, talking about like as if I'm cool with them and they went in your house and filmed yourself. I said, baby, you hanging with somebody who sent him super chats every week. What you talking about? I said, see, this is the double standard hypocrisy stuff. She was like, I said, yes, sweetie, your friend sends super chats to him, but you trying to check me about a video? Girl, goodbye. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. And I told her that right there. Quit playing with me. You want to ask me about something being recorded, but now you hear that I thought it was too much. If you're going to go to the open house, you know, just being nosy, fine. But recording, going in closet space and doing all that, hell no, that's not cool. Not cool at all. But then I said, girl, you trying to check me about, I said, you need to go check your bestie who sends them super chats, because that ain't me. Now, going on, girl. You know. So, Jay, thank you for reminding me about that, because I called you on the spot. Thank you for answering, too, because you ain't have to answer. It was so random, and it was kind of late. Because I remember we were having dinner looking over at the island.
I'm going to say this, and this is what I always said again. Those people are not Melody's friends, and Melody is not their friends. They all in the same circle, but they don't like each other. Because there's no way in hell that if my husband stepped out and had a freaking baby, that these people wouldn't be down in this man at that time. Now, mind you, I'm saying years have passed. Like the baby, like 2 or 3 now, right? So maybe people forgive and say, hey, you know, you made a mistake. They moved on or whatever. Now they like, okay. But if during that time they weren't on Melody's side when all that went down, and maybe I'm missing something because I don't, as far as what I know, I feel like if you weren't on Melody's side and understood her pain and what she went through, then you just wasn't her freaking friend. That's what I think.
Right. But there's certain people that you can have in your circle. Certain people you shouldn't be fooling with. The thing, I was mad. I was upset. My thing was, if you had listened to us, none of this would have happened. Because you wouldn't have been in the public eye. You wouldn't have been in the eye of these people who have this certain person they want to elevate and bring down everybody else. A certain number of this circle have people who are called to activate. And I'm going to use that word because that's the word that's used to attack anybody. When I go on and I attack this person, right?
You keep saying this person. Who is the person?
I'll call her name. Mel.
Say it, because you Can y'all hear me? Good. Okay, so I'll call her right back. Whew, listen, first of all, so I just got wind. I'm gonna let y'all come on in here because I just got wind of this little clip. And I'm gonna say what I gotta say about that and keep it moving. Like I do. That's what I'm gonna do. My TikTok is 7th Avenue Beauty. 7th Avenue Beauty is my TikTok. I'll be back over there on TikTok tomorrow. around 2:30 again. So, okay, I'll be right back over there. So I already told y'all, 2024, listen, say something that's wrong, I'm checking it right there. I'm coming right back. I mean it, point blank, you know. I'm not finna be quiet no more. Kind of, no. No, someone said check your IG DM. I just got out my IG DM, honestly. So, listen, let me say this right here. Betty, shut up. Betty, shut up. Straight like that. Betty, shut up. First of all, you have been coming for me and dogging me in these groups before I ever even met you. Before I even knew who the hell you were. You had an opinion about me. You had so much to say about me. I'm gonna need you to shut up. Don't you have nothing to say about nothing that you don't halfway know nothing about? I don't tell nobody to activate except on my products and my classes and what I'm selling. Okay? And unlike you, I'm not selling bullshit. So, whenever you come out here talking about some doggone, if you had to listen to me, you wouldn't be in no public, because it's because people want to do this. There are people who have had bad experiences that feel how they feel that has nothing to do with me. So stop it. Stop it. What I'm still trying to understand is how all y'all older mamas out here have so much time to keep coming for the young people. Where are the elders with the wisdom? Where they at? Because it ain't y'all. Jesus, I need you to send some mofos down to be the elders for this generation. Because it ain't these people that keep coming up here playing on this internet and on this TV screen. It's just not. It's not. It ain't y'all. Y'all is not them. Y'all is not them. Y'all don't bring no peace. Y'all don't even try to bring folks together when they ain't getting along. Y'all don't do none of that. Y'all don't do nothing but keep up hell all damn day. You look like hell and you keep up hell. That's what y'all do. And it's ridiculous. Shut up. You've been, like I said, you've been talking about me, coming for me, dragging me. Before I even knew you, heard of you, met you, could have thought of who you were. All in groups, typing, running your mouth. And then the funny thing is, what really gets me is whenever I be in y'all's faces, because I just saw you too well, first, let's go back to when I first met you. You never acted as if you didn't like me. You never said, hey, I really don't like you, but hey. You never did that. You never kept it real like that. You always spoke. You were friendly. You were kind when I was around you. Let's be clear about it. Okay? I think the first kind of somewhat turn up you tried to do, you was doing more stuff on the internet than anything, but in person was at the reunion with security and everybody, producers in between. Wasn't nothing going down there anyway. So, and then when I saw you at the Passion the Party, you was even calmed in, apologetic then. And I would love for production to drop that footage. Like, I be hanging with stuff. They could drop that, okay? The fact of the matter is, that's what you do. You smile, somebody said it, smile in your face and then dogging me out behind my back because I didn't know you. And if I didn't like you the way that you, because it gotta be, the way you talked about me before you even met me, there's something deep right there. But when you met me, you ain't do all that. I would have been like, hey, I don't like you. Get up out of here. Get out my daughter's house. Bye now. Going on now. No, ma'am. You were very pleasant. Always had been very pleasant, very nice. So stop playing with me. Let me tell you something else. This little narrative you try to run about, oh, she was bringing her kids over to swimming in Stormi pool, and she was this and this. Let me be clear with you, just in case you don't know the story. Let me make it clear for you. Let me make it clear. First of all, I can fly my kids anywhere I want to fly them to swim. Second of all, my brother has an in-ground pool if I really just want my kids to go swimming, okay? Maybe you should ask, take some time maybe to ask the plan and the things that were in place to help your daughter get on the show. Okay? Okay? Because no, ma'am, I didn't have to use nobody's house even for my video. You know how many videos I've shot since then? Are you kidding me? You know how many videos people shoot all over this country? Like, that's easy. It was a plan. Maybe you're not privy to it. But stop playing with me. I've been letting you run and play on my top too. Nobody's playing on my top in 2024. Period. Nobody's playing on my top in 2024. Old lady, listen. It was all a part of the plan. So all I'm saying is keep my name out your mouth, okay? Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth. You do not possess the wisdom nor the intellect to be coming up here, coming for me, not now, another day, no more, and think that I'm not coming back for you or responding to you, because I am. Like I said, you've been dogging me for years before I met you. And I found out after the fact, because see, me, the kind of woman I am, had I had known you had been dogging me for years, I never would have moved the way I moved to make some shit happen. But I didn't know that till after the fact. Was it intentional? Maybe. Some little shicey shit? Maybe. But everything done in the dark always comes to the light, and baby girl, it came to the light. So, you too old too. You too old. Go find somebody else to play with. Go find somebody else to play with. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you, I'm telling y'all, ain't no way these the elders that the Bible speak on, it just ain't no way. It's just no way. It's no way. And all these ops linking up. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm finna post something on my story. All these ops linking up and all this, because the fact doesn't matter, like, and you said a comment, and I addressed it at one point, but you said a comment, and I don't know where we were, but you was like, she ain't ever want Stormi to be on this show. Sweetie, I'm the reason she's on this show. And I can pull them receipts out too. As things continue to air and play out, I'll come back over here to this internet and pull them out. Quit playing with me. I'm not playing. It's 2024. I don't care. I'm not playing. I'm going to tell all y'all's facts and truths. I just am. And I can pull them receipts out too. As things continue to air and play out, I'll come back over here to this internet and pull them out. Quit playing with me. I'm not playing. It's 2024. I don't care. I'm not playing. I'm going to tell all y'all's facts and truths. I just am.
I knew I recognized her. I remember I saw her before. Yeah.
Yes, and she does a lot of philanthropy in Africa and in the States, and she hangs out with some of the socialites in reality television. So that's why you guys may have seen her before. Shanita, who I know Shanita, you know, from back in the day. Shanita has a huge personality.
Shanita married?
Shanita used to be married to a football player, but they're now divorced. So currently, Shanita is single. She's not married.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Martell hit. I'm just saying, like, if y'all looking for another cast member, Martell would hit it. I think he like climbing bitches. You know what I'm saying? I think she look like she tall, right? When I say big, she look like she tall, right?
Wait.
I'm saying I know Martell. Martell will climb her. What you gonna bring her on the show permanently, because Shanita brings it, okay?
When you are in leadership roles, right, there are just certain things that you have to or should feel compelled to stay away from and not play in the mud with, because all you're doing is adding more fuel to fire. But when you are in a leadership position or so-called leadership position or executive position, cleanser and mango, it's just certain things that you just supposed to like you don't talk about you don't talk about your people that's putting a check in your pocket. You don't. I ain't never seen, I'm just gonna be honest, I've never seen the owner of I've never witnessed, what'd you say, Corey? I've never seen the owner of 7th Avenue talk about the people who's putting money in our pockets, the people who are part of this team, the people who make the wheels turn. What I look like getting up here talking about Lauren. Now I don't get with her though, but that and then want her to still show up to work the next day. Okay? What I look like doing that for? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? That's like, there are people who are on a path of self-destruction, and that's all they know is self-destruction. It ain't nobody doing it to you. It ain't nobody forcing you nothing. You are self-destructing yourself. Okay? Somebody said toxic leadership. That part. I'm not impressed at all by people who all of a sudden have a voice when it comes to stuff that doesn't matter. But when it did matter, you didn't have a voice. Stay in your silent mode. Stay in that. You know what I'm saying? Stay in that. Stay in the same way you've been silent on things that matter. We the people would love for you to be silent now. Okay? Like, because we're tired. We're tired. And it was said before, but I don't think people really heard it. I don't think people caught it all the way. But when people are sending you to go against a person because you feel like, oh, they the star of the show, if you go against them, you'll get some more airtime. You'll get some more, you'll hit the blogs, baby. This is who you need to go against. You need to go against Melody. Go against the star of the show. Now, that's one thing whenever you have cast members talking amongst themselves saying that. But when you have people in these supposed leadership roles saying it and doing it, that's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And the thing is, like I said, I'm not ever gonna be broken by it whatsoever. So you might as well stop. I thank God for the people that He has revealed to me, even before full revelations came out publicly, where everybody it's very obvious, people can see it. God had already revealed it to me, and I thank God for that. Elaine, I know you're probably watching, or they're gonna go back and tell you, so I'm gonna call your name out. Elaine, sweetie, listen. What I recommend is don't allow nobody to be using you. Don't do that. Because see, what you give on the internet is very different from what you give on my private phone line. And it's kind of weird. What's wrong with you, Lauren? Yeah, Lauren over there folding out tight. Don't do that. Don't allow nobody. Because here's the thing, I don't know when Mess all of a sudden became super cute, especially whenever you that's why I said, y'all, the Lord gotta have some other elders out here, because ain't no way in hell these are them. It just ain't no way these are the elders that we learned about in Bible study and in Bible school. Ain't no way. It just can't be. It's not possible. It's just not possible. The elder's supposed to come and help calm down confusion amongst the young folks, not add to it. I don't be putting my mouth on these folks. I don't be checking for them. I be doing my business, handling work, making connections, doing what I do. Now, just August 12th, now, Miss Elaine, now you called me at 7:30 a.m., August 12th. I didn't answer. So you said, hey, lady, what's up? I was just calling to check in. Give me a call when you get a free moment. Thank you. Bye-bye. So I didn't respond to that because I didn't feel like it was sincere. Because when I look at your antics on the internet, it's totally different. And I just didn't feel like it was sincere. And let me be clear, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm not saying that. But I do believe, like the Bible says, you know a tree by the fruit that it bears. And, Lord, will you give me some travel bags? And if you are always spewing out evil and hate out your mouth all the time, then I'll have no choice but to know a fruit by the tree. Know a tree by the fruit. Know a tree by the fruit that it bears. And some of the stuff that has been said, y'all, this stuff is disgusting. Even recommending Elaine that my ex sleep with my friend Shanita, that's insane. Or hook them up, that's insane. That's out of order, girl, and you know it. Girl, you know that's out of order. Because if somebody said that about your situation and they don't need to go hook up with your friend, you would be like, you know that's out of order. So I want us to get to a place, man. It's like we just live in a world now where we look at wrong is right and right is wrong. Evil is good and good is evil. It's just backwards. It's just backwards.
Yeah. I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah. I pull up, roll the window down it.